Hello, my crafty friends. I have a challenge for you. Hashtag use that precious stuff. We've all got stuff in our stash that's very precious that we think is too precious to use. We were saving it for something special. Uh, I don't know. It's just there. It's stuff we haven't done anything with because it's just too precious to use. My challenge to you is to pull that stuff out and over the next few months, um, make something with it. It doesn't have to be a journal but I'm going to make a journal, at least one, probably two, because I have such an eclectic group of special things. All my preciousness is eclectic. And so I probably will end up making two journals. And but get it out and use it. I started to make this say, use that precious stuff. You're worth it because you're worth using your precious stuff. And if you if you don't use it, it just sits there. It's not doing anybody any good. And I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself here. But I'll tell you a little story that kind of is what one of the things that got me thinking about this was somebody mentioned Thursday when we were doing our finishing up our napkin journal that they hadn't used something because it was too precious. And that just reminded me of my grandmother. She had stuff that when she passed away, there were nightgowns and robes and hats and gloves and all kinds of different things that she kept in boxes in the closet because they were too precious to use. She was saving them for something special. She was saving the nightgown and the robe for if she had to go to the hospital. She was saving that stuff for some special day in the future, and that day never came. Um, she passed away with all that stuff still in boxes. Now, it was precious to her, and I only know that because she told me once when that if she wanted me to get out that box, if she ever had to go to the hospital, the one with that nightgown and the one with the robe, because they were special. But if she hadn't told me that when she passed away and we found all those boxes in the closet, my first thought probably would have been she didn't even care enough about this stuff to use it. And that just got me to thinking, what if someday when we don't use our precious stuff and we pass away and go to heaven, and our kids or whoever is having to go through our stuff, what if they see that little box of stuff or that stuff sitting on the shelf and they don't know it's precious because you didn't use it. It was just sitting there. It had been sitting there forever. So use it, turn it into something that somebody will know is special. It's important. Um, I'll give you some examples of things that I've been using. I have been hoarding because they were precious, and I'm going to try to use them. Now, this isn't a challenge that we're going to do in August and get it done. This is like the rest of the year. Let's do it thoughtfully and not rush through it. But I am going to try to do one video a week of me using my precious stuff. And I want you to use your precious stuff because you are worth it. You're worth having that stuff for you. It doesn't have to be saved for something special or some special project to give away or whatever. Use it because it's precious and you love it and you will enjoy working with it. Give yourself that joy. You deserve that joy. So use that precious stuff. Anyway, let me show you what I have. This is just a few things I pulled out. I have some patterns. They're old and they're in nice shape, and I plan to use them someday, but I haven't used them in a couple of years. They've been sitting there for a couple of years because they were precious and I was hoarding them. I have 3 books of painty papers from a painty paper swap. And they're precious. You know, I was given these swap, you know, these papers by some of you. And I love them. I mean, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it should be used. It shouldn't just be sitting here being hoarded. If I got them out once or twice a month and petted them, that might be different, but I don't. I've just had them sitting up there just knowing that they were there and that they were precious and beautiful, but I haven't done anything with them. And that's one thing I want to do. I want to use some of these gorgeous painty papers that people gave me. I have this book, The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. I really want to use it. I love it. I've even got pages where, you know, I took them out carefully so I could use them in journals. But have I done it? No, because it's precious. So now I'm going to do it. I'm going to use it. I have some lace, and this is just some of my lace. It's not all of the lace that I've been hoarding, but it's just a few pieces to show you. This is a gorgeous, delicate lace, and it's old. It's very old, and I've been hoarding it, but I want to use it. Here's some more lace that that's been sitting in my stash, and I've never used it. It's some of those precious things. This is an old book. It's from 1897, and it's in German, but it's got a lovely cover, and I put Tyvek in it because it was tearing here, and I thought that way I could save the cover. But I haven't done anything with it because it was precious. And so one of the things I'm going to do with my precious stuff is make me a journal with this book cover, because I'm worth it. And I've got these papers, and I bought these papers from Tommy Laceris in her Etsy store. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find the name. And I've forgotten the name of your channel. Tommy, if you watch this, please, I went and looked through. I know I'm subscribed to your channel, but I could not find it in my subscription list. So either YouTube unsubscribed me from your channel or something. But I know I didn't unsubscribe myself. Anyway, I wanted to put your YouTube channel in the in this description box, and so I went looking for it, and I couldn't find it. So help me out, somebody. But I ordered these beautiful papers, and I love them, and I've looked through them 2 or 3 different times and just done this, you know. But I want to use them. I've just been hoarding them. They're precious. But now I'm going to use them, maybe in here. I've got these avocado dyed papers that I dyed, and I love them. But I haven't done anything with them. I've given some away. I even sold a few to a friend, but I haven't made me a journal with these papers. I've got some of those marble dot papers that I've made. I've got coffee dyed papers. I've got all these papers I've made that I've dyed, and I love them. I've got, you know, this many, but I haven't made anything out of them because they were too precious. So now I'm going to do it. I'm going to use them. I'm going to make me something. And if I'm challenging you, if you're watching this video, I'm challenging you. Use that precious stuff because you're worth it. Make yourself something beautiful that you love. I'm not saying you can't sell it or give it away, because if you're like me, part of the joy is just making it. But don't feel bad about making something for yourself. That's what I'm saying. And don't feel bad about using that precious stuff, because otherwise it's just going to sit over there and sit over there and sit over there. We need to use it. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm planning to try to do a video about once a week. I may have already mentioned this. I'm not sure. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to do a video once a week of working with my precious stuff. And I would love it if you would do the same and use this hashtag. Use that precious stuff. No spaces. I left spaces so you could read what it says, but no spaces or it won't work. But use this hashtag. Accept my challenge and make something beautiful with your precious stuff. Thanks. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.